nice to have you. They are all students from Bowen University, from the Mass Communication Department. Let me start with Elizabeth.
Sir.
Well, how have you found this internship?
It has been okay. It has been like a roller coaster, let me put it like that.
A roller coaster?
Yes, sir.
Oh, can you share your experience? What have you gained?
I've gained a lot. I've learned how to handle the camera. I've learned background. I've learned how to arrange the background for live programs. I've learned the protocols for live programs, equipment needed in and out of the studio. I know how to handle the camera when I'm not in the studio, like when I'm on official assignments. So I've learned quite a lot.
Interesting. Interesting.
Okay,
Let's ask Emmanuel. Looking at your experience, how far? What can you tell the public?
Okay, so for me, it has been really practical. You know, I've been able to have hands-on experience on different projects, and it has been more of, as I say, practical than theory aspects in class. So basically, that's what SIWES is all about, gaining real practicals in real life.
Then you will need to narrate the practical experiences that you have gathered.
The first practical experiences is attending events and knowing what to do. And that's what this SIWES has really made me understand. I've attended many events, and instead of, I don't attend alone, I know what I'm meant to do. Also, I worked on these different social media posts, different news stories, and some press releases.
Well, what other areas have you been exposed to, and what difference has it made in you?
Okay, I can do graphics design, and I think camera handling has also helped. I can also edit, which, like, being a camera person, at least you should know how to edit your video, or being a video person, you should know how to use a camera. So it has helped me a lot. I know more about headroom, talking room, and all those stuff. So it has helped a lot, the SIWES.
So you've had a wonderful moment.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been on the internship?
I think this is my 3rd month.
3rd month?
Yes, sir.
And you're expected to spend how many months?
3 months.
Oh, that's good. So which means the internship has been very rewarding.
Yes, sir.
Well, Emmanuel, looking back at the beginning of your internship, what were the difficulties you encountered?
Okay, number one difficulty I encounter, I think, is time management. My boss sometimes gives me assignments and there are certain deadlines to it, but so I feel relaxed, thinking it's not an urgent thing. So I think that's one thing I've learned, able to follow through with time and, you know, be fast with what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's great. Concerning the presentation, can you showcase your experience, presentations?
Okay, so under the presentation aspect, I sometimes showcase myself through, I'm also a graphic designer, so I showcase myself through that also, and when I have events to cover, I showcase myself, I network with professionals, so, and that's like, has helped me in my presentation area.
What other area have you been exposed to?
Okay, I've also been exposed to the broadcasting aspect. I've worked with veteran journalists who have guided me to the broadcasting area. I've worked with Mr. Dari Folari, who has made me understand how broadcasting area works very well, how the radio station is working.
So yours is a multiple experience?
Yes, multiple experience.
In public relations
and broadcasting.
Yes,
sir.
Well, what experience have you also gathered on digital or ICT?
As I mentioned earlier, I've worked on social media posts concerning news stories. When we attend events, I'm required to draft news stories about what has happened in the event. So this has widened my understanding on how the social media works and how things perform there.
Yeah, Elizabeth,
So,
how comfortable are you with the guests?
The guests that come for programs?
Yeah, that come for programs. How comfortable?
Quite comfortable actually.
Any experience that you want to relate with? Any shock? Have you received any shock somehow?
Shock?
Yeah.
No, but they've been quite welcoming. Like a man came to the studio one day, and he was from like my hometown, so it was nice meeting someone that was like.
So he was glad having meeting somebody from his own base.
Yes, sir.
I hope that is not ethnic something or tribal. Well, that's one of those beautiful things that you encounter. But having a general overview of the internship, will you say that it is necessary for students to be exposed to this kind of knowledge acquisition?
I think it's very necessary because school only teaches theory. Like everybody will say it, even for people that have to do medical doctor, that have to be medical doctors, they have to do housemanship because they don't do internship. So I think it's like a very good, would I put it as a very welcoming opportunity to learn outside the theories you've been taught in class, come and put them into work.
That is combining gown with the town. That's the way they say it, combining town with the gown. And so if you go back to school,
yes, sir.
What will you be telling your co-students?
I've learned a lot. I would tell them to, I think I would, if someone asks me where they can work, I think I would refer them to this place.
Okay.
To where I intern actually, because I think it's a nice place.
It's all right. Well, talking about public relations generally, and looking at theories and practice, what difference have you been able to see?
Okay, so the difference is very clear because theory is different from practical.
Okay.
And that happens because sometimes theory is sometimes fixed. It's a certain event that like brings up the stuff, but practical, it varies. Okay. So let me use crisis management as an example. So in books that we read, the practical there is very programmed. Well, when you get inside the world, there are different kind of crises that will happen, and sometimes you just have to use your initiative, and using what is inside the book might not really.
You have to adjust.
Yes,
to
you
the
have
situation.
to adjust to the situation.
Well, can you relate an encounter that has put you off balance, and how you are able to return to balancing?
Okay. When we attended Pen Pushing's 7th anniversary lecture, I went there with the intention of listening to lecture, but my boss told me that I'm there to cover the event. So I think that really pushed me a bit to adjust why I am there. And so, yes.
What was your experience? What did you learn that day?
Okay, from Mrs. Motunrayo, it is basically not being gender biased. She advocated for the women rights and everything. So I think that's like one major thing that stood out for me. And also, when I got home, I had to like send her a message through my mail and commend her and also pitch myself to her.
So which means we were able to network?
Yes, I was able to network there also. I also met with other students from other schools, so I was able to network with them.
Yeah, concerning you, how have you been able to network? Has it just been having a program on HGTV? What has the networking experience been?
I have not really networked. I'm not going to lie about that. So no.
It's all right. Were you having any feedback from your co-students on what you are getting here?
From my co-students?
Peer experience sharing.
They don't work in a TV station. One is in a radio station, the other is in a public social media management company.
Did you compare notes?
No.
No, that's an area you should do. On your own, have you been having a peer experience sharing?
Yes. I talk with my friend in Lagos.
Okay.
He's also a student, an intern at Lagos State Television. Okay. So sometimes maybe during the end of the week, we just send ourselves messages, what you've done, how you've done this, and all of that.
Yeah. Did you have any experience on the event management itself, talking about how you move things, how you set up some structures for an event, and then other activities.
Yes, I've had an experience with that. And I think a major thing that opened my eyes was one we did at the Ogun State Nursing College when they had their exams. So that was like an eye-opener for me to see how event management goes.
So what would you have to, what's the story behind it? How the students were managed,
okay,
and all that?
Yes, the students were very, how would I say, they were quiet and very reserved. So, and I think event management also is what like contributes to what the students does. When the students are comfortable, when they are given the good facilities, it helps them concentrate and do what they are meant to do.
Well, we are still on your image, and the topic is developing SIWES students for professionalism. Looking at the issue of professionalism, you are in public relations, and you want to finalize your studentship as experts or as a graduate of public relations and advertising. What are your future plans?
Personal future plans, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to work for, okay, let me pitch myself now. I want to work for Ogun State's Ministry of Information and, I've forgotten the last word, Strategy. Ogun State Ministry of Information and Strategy when I'm done. Or I want to work in a PR firm for starters. Then I'll go into Masters in Brand Management. That's what it's called abroad. But in Nigeria, I think it's called Masters in Marketing. That's my plan.
Yeah. Any experience on the marketing?
From school, yes.
Not on the SIWES? It's all right.
No,
Well, it's been so nice relating with you and Emmanuel.
Yes, sir.
In the course of this internship, how have you found, are you really comfortable? Did you find leaving home to go and stay in another place for 3 months, did you find it comfortable?
For the start, I won't say it was comfortable, but as time goes on, I had to like embody the character of living home and staying in another and on strange environment. So I think that's really also contributed to my industrial training experience. I've been able to leave home to focus on my PR strategy and all of that, so it has helped me.
Well, when you get back to school, what are the new things that you love to impart to your co-students?
Okay, so number one thing is event management. I'm planning a conference, so with what I've learned now, it's going to be a great advantage to the conference. So when I work with other students, they are going to learn from what I've gone through in this industrial experience.
Yeah, Elizabeth, there's one thing you have not told us. We know that life is not a bed of roses. You want to tell us some difficult moments during this internship, whether from home, whether from your co-SIWES students or other people?
I would say it's waking up to come to work every morning. I will never get used to it. That's first. Second, the place I'm staying. There's just one problem with the other there. So like, I'm not used to it. There's no water. There's always going to be an issue. There's no light. At my father's house, there's always light. So.
What an experience. So that is why you need to move out from your shell to another environment. And that's teaching you how to adjust to life situations. If tomorrow your child or your children will need to move from your home, will you encourage it?
Yes, I will.
You will not say that that's an uncomfortable environment?
No.
So what lessons have you learned now?
Have I learned from like?
Yeah, for those uncomfortable scenarios.
It's just it's for a moment. I'm just there for a moment. So at least I get to learn, and it's less stressful than coming from home every day.
So which means if you're out there, even in another country, you have learned how to cope.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What has also been your coping experience?
Okay, so my coping experience has been very great. I'm thanking God and also my parents for the adequate provision to like survive and all of that. And also as a freelancer, a graphic designer, I think where I'm staying now, due to the availability of light, I've been able to like crush deadlines, meet deadlines, and also ignite my creative aspects. I've been able to work on many projects that if I'm at home, maybe I would not have worked on it.
Well, when you look at the digital environment, how have you been able to connect with professionals in the field? Talking about ICT, talking about some digital programs, conferences, and whatever. Have you had any experience?
Yes, I have. So one was yesterday. I had a meeting with some notable personalities in the PR aspect. The Nene Bejide Lanre Adisa from Noah Arts Communication. So we had a meeting about the digital public relation area where we talked about how the image can be perceived by the audience, how bad image can tarnish the image of the company, how the people can see how bad it is. So I think that was a great meeting I had yesterday.
So it was rewarding?
Yes, very rewarding.
Well, this is how far we can go on this section. We'll be here next week to continue for these people to share their experience. This is your image, and your anchor still remain Akin Okudero. This is an opportunity for the youths, for students on internship, to come and learn, to be exposed to the rigors, the rudiments, and experience of the people who are professionals. If you have an opportunity to have this kind of internship, would you love to go?
In a TV station? Or
No, just another opportunity.
Yes, I will.
You will?
Yes.
It is well. What about you?
Yes, I will, sir.
Well, it's nice talking to Emmanuel Ayansiji, a student of mass communication, Bowen University. It's nice having you.
Thank you, sir.
I'd also like to appreciate Elizabeth Adeoti, who has been working with OGTV. Well, fortunately, Emmanuel Ayansiji is also an intern with Pr-Primus Limited. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Until next week, when we continue this episode, I want to say thank you to our viewers. It's been a beautiful day. See you next week.